I love this thing so much. Well, now you're on camera.
How you boy?
Suddenly you're in a video.
Oh shit.
How's everybody getting on in COVID-19 land? Hope you're all keeping well in this, I guess, strange and uncertain times. We're back in a lockdown here in Ireland, so level 5 lockdown. We've been kind of in it for the last couple of months, which means we can't really go outside our 5 kilometers. So it's a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. The videos are like longer than a year behind now. What I'm about to show you here is a couple of car shows that we went to in July in 2019, so that's how far back the videos are. We're just a little rock on the edge there in the Atlantic Ocean. What did the Romans call us? Hibernia, land of eternal winter. It seems like it's been raining for months here because Ireland, it does rain a lot here. This video is nice. It's before COVID, none of us are wearing any masks. It's a really interesting car show. The guys from DB Dailies threw this together. I'm just going to roll like a 2-minute montage of that, and you can just enjoy just some of the cool cars that are hiding in Ireland, because that's what I love about our car culture. A lot of people I know are not really active on social media because I don't know, they kind of just build their cars for themselves, and I know those people are all over the world, but I do feel like in Ireland you really have to dig out cars that are hidden away and stuff, because these people aren't like insta famous, or they're not pushing their cars on people. So it's always been one of the driving focuses of Juicebox, is unearthing all these really interesting machines. And going forward for the next year, I would love to feature more, you know, varied cars that aren't just Japanese specific, along with finishing my 86, which, you know, there's a lot more coming on that. This was kind of a period where nothing really happened on the car for a while, and we just went to a couple of shows back to back. I was a Ford man growing up. A couple of my friends that I went to school with, their dads were into Fords, and then I just naturally got into Fords. My uncles are all into VWs and BMWs, so they kind of hate the fact that I like Japanese cars, but I just consider myself to be a car enthusiast. I like all types of cars. I mean, if it's an interesting VW, a Porsche, it doesn't matter what it is. I guess if you're a car enthusiast, you can, you know, get a buzz off of anything out there. I just love how much Ireland is in love with the car, and these two shows back to back really kind of showcase the diversity in Irish car culture. Enough blabbing out of me for now. I'll just let this nice relaxing montage of pre-COVID car events roll. I guess it was mostly Japanese in that towards the end, but yeah, some really amazing cars in that. And because we're kind of more plugged into the Japanese car scene in Ireland, most of the stuff that ends up coming to the barbecues or a feature or the network or the circles that I'm in is usually to do with Japanese cars. It's just the way it is. If you're just into cars, you know, you get a kick out of anything. You see something interesting on the street and you're like, wow, I want to go over and check that out. Like a lot of you, we're all obsessed with these inanimate machines, and yeah, it's addictive. And it's been probably the first thing I was ever interested in as a young boy, and I'm still completely infatuated and obsessed with all sorts of rusty shit boxes and shiny works of art. I guess it's maybe it's a sickness, I'm not sure. I'm sure a lot of you guys have the same feeling. Every year in Boland's in New Ross in Wexford, they have a Ford meet where Boland's clear out their showroom and they fill it with some of the most incredible Fords that are in the southeast of Ireland. There's a whole other world of rally cars here, and like insane builds that I really just don't have any access to because I'm not in that network. Older guys building probably the craziest Mark II Escort rally cars in the world with carbon fibre floors. Just, it's on another level. And I love that all this Ford stuff is all just going on, you know, just out of the limelight. And yeah, some of it was at this event, some insane stuff at this, a lot of Ford Escorts, Cosworths, Focuses, old Cortinas and stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to let this one roll again and just showcase another really cool event. Get a little sad looking at both of those. I mean, pre-COVID, when we could just throw car events and stuff, like pretty much the last year in Ireland for car events, I'm sure in the UK, Europe and all over the world, we've you know, we haven't been able to go to car shows or events, and a lot of us, you know, would love to just bring out nice cars and chat with like-minded friends and just, you know, enjoy this stuff that we have a passion for. And it was a shame that in the last year we couldn't do the barbecue. It was 10 years of Juicebox. I wanted to have like a big public Juicebox meet. A lot of things didn't really go to plan for a lot of people that are in the car world. the whole drift scene in Ireland and the UK and whatever, like, you know, they've been struggling and a lot of things didn't work out for a lot of people. There hasn't been many track days and stuff, so it's been a difficult year for all of us, and it looks like 2021 might be similar, but I'm going to remain optimistic. It would be so cool to have a Juicebox public event or have our barbecue again and just invite down a bunch of mates and just chat shit about cars, because we haven't really been able to get out to the shed much either and stuff over the last few months. Everything's kind of just slowed down and come to a pause, which is a shame. And yeah, I mean, with the 8.6, it's really grinded to a halt since probably last October, because I need to get Barry down to do some of the final metal work, and then it needs to go for paint. And I know the videos are like a year and a half behind, but there is a lot of progress coming up in the videos. It's just that then it's going to come to a full stop, because I'm kind of hoping that the level 5 restrictions that we have in Ireland right now will back down over the next few months, and it will be so cool to finish my 8.6 for like the end of this year. Yeah, it was so cool just to check out these 2 car events back to back. Like I said, I didn't really do a whole lot of talking. I just went around shooting footage of just gorgeous cars, stuff that I don't really want to take for granted ever again, because you can see in the last year with all this going green and, you know, the huge incentive for e-cars and stuff, and it's really after freaking a lot of people out, especially with the prices of cars in Japan right now. Like, everything is just going, it's spiraling out of control, and the average guy like me or my mates, I feel like we're going to be priced out of our own hobby in a few years, along with maybe being forced to take these cars off the road, because Ireland has said that it's going to ban importing and selling fossil fuel cars by 2030, I think. So we've only got like 9 years of just free reign with all these classic cars, and I really hope governments don't make it impossible for all of us to drive these cars, because it's really after freaking me out a little bit. I mean, this is something that I've given so much of my life to, and so much of my brain thinking about cars for years, and I'm really late on the bandwagon. It's only been the last couple of years trying to play catch up with all my friends, but yeah, it scares me that there's maybe not a whole lot of years left for all of us to enjoy this stuff. So I really wish COVID would just fuck off so we could, you know, get back to enjoying what we love and just driving and enjoying these cars. And yeah, I miss it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys miss it too. And it was you know, great to just look back at this footage. This video is I hope this video is the last video. I'm currently like hammering out the Japan edits as best as I can. I'm putting in overtime. I've even taken a few days off work to try and catch up and release the first few episodes of this. I'd like to know your opinion. Would you prefer to see 10 weeks of like hour-long features of the Japan story, or would you like to see like maybe one Japan one week and then like a vlog the other week? I don't know. I'd like to hear your opinions on that. Once all this stuff is finished, I promise there's like a heap of 8.6 content coming, and I'm gonna get the shop launched again, and I just don't have the time to have the shop open at the moment and do all this Japan stuff, because it is just a mammoth task, and like I've just been given 100% focus to it. I mean, the stuff that we launched before Christmas with the store, it sold really quickly, and it looks like it got to everyone around the world, so that's pretty good. There's going to be a huge launch with the shop after this Japan series is finished, and we're going to get everything back up and running. And we'll be back to weekly vlogs also, because like I said, we're a year and a half behind, and I've got to play catch up, and I've got a lot of stuff. I'm very thankful that I have a year and a half's worth of content, because like I said, you know, we don't do this for a living. This is just our hobby, and because of all the restrictions and the lockdowns, like, we live away from our shed, so it's kind of hard to get out to the shed and stuff. So it's been a bit of a pain. Like, the car has really slowed down, and I've just started buying random stuff for it that I probably don't need. Thank you so much as always. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see in the videos over the next few months, or how you would like to see the Japan thing play out. So far it's going to probably be 10 1-hour episodes, and I'll maybe do them all just in a row, so you have one every week for a few weeks. If this video, you know, if more videos come out after this, it means that I didn't finish the stuff in time, but I am working on it. It's all I've been focusing on. If anything, these lockdowns have been great just to focus on this stuff, so I'm not out getting distracted doing other things. So yeah, hope you guys are taking care of yourselves in these strange and uncertain times, and everyone that's been leaving comments with the videos and saying that they've been helping out, I'm truly grateful that you've got something out of a bunch of mates screwing around. So thank you so much as always, guys, and yeah, see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.